Some people aren't dealing with the reality that when a medical doctor rapes, another medical doctor oftentimes covers stuff up. And that does not mean that a woman was not raped. Same thing with men who have been raped. And what I'm getting at is the reason why I think that people are just like to heck with going to the cops is because the cops sweep stuff under the rug. I'm going to give an example. Before I was the age of majority, I was busy playing with some people, and a guy came out of his car, didn't have any clothes on except for a raincoat, and exposed his private parts to me and people that were women minors that were playing. And I took the time to take a rock and write, use my personal identifiers to basically scratch the information and the license plate down while everybody else ended up running away because I knew that I would have a difficult time remembering the license plate number. I was never called in to make sure that he had been prosecuted. So don't tell me that how stuff is not being swept under the rug. I know nothing about who it was that went out of the car and ended up doing that. That was one example. Another example is when I was stabbed inside an elementary school. I still have what was broken off from a pencil that was stabbed into my leg, still in my leg. I still have part of it still in my leg. I have firsthand knowledge of that happening. I'm going to give another example. I mean, that was elementary school, where there's a no bullying policy, but yet I was stabbed inside an elementary school. Another example. Later on, when I was in high school, it was after a sports event that I was on a team for, and it was during exam week, and I was walking up the hill and walking over to where my car was, and a guy came up and started doing some other stuff. I got to my car as quickly as I could, locked the door, had the description of the motorcycle, the description of the guy, and all that kind of stuff. And basically, as far as I know, that guy had never been prosecuted. So when somebody And that has nothing to do with other times where there has been some sort of sex crime that has been done to me. Basically, if that was a piece of cheese, I can easily put holes through the argument and Swiss it, make it look like a piece of Swiss cheese. We're going to something else. The ones who are busy writing the laws up wrote in that there's a statute of limitations on rape and pedophilia. And intentionally, the ones that were supposed to be processing the rape kits made sure that rape kits were not being processed. They had a choice to make. Basically, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a medical doctor. I'm not a nurse. But for rape kits to sit on a shelf while the legislators put a statute of limitations on rape and pedophilia, then whoever it was that was supposed to process the rape kits was negligent.